Now, from the home of the Raiders, since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A tough spot here. Third and long. They'll look to throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he will score. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Out
of the gun, here's Herbert. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. And the Chargers have the first down. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jalen Phillips that time. In there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And this will work out well. Touchdown by the special teams unit right at the 10-yard line. This drive will start on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that'll set up 4th down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. Vlad McConkey deep for the Chargers. This fielded inside the 35.
Vlad McConkey on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll give it to Dobbins. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he will take this one across into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Chargers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run with Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Herbert. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Herbert. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's caught left side by Bowers. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got Myers on the completion. His second catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. What a throw. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Vegas. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return is McConkey. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Throwing now is Herbert. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
So we reach halftime here in Vegas, and the Raiders are in the lead. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. 3rd quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return is McConkey. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
Now Herbert. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Herbert to the air again. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Herbert to throw. They're called in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Throwing, Herbert. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Back to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Raiders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Herbert. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Charger 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will score. Game on. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Now, faking the give. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll set up the screen to White. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The Raiders send their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, There's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's second down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. That's caught. It's Isaiah Spiller. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, L.A.
It's a gain of 10. First down, the Chargers.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now, on second and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards. Pressure time. No timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's second and 3 to go. To throw is Herbert. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Raiders are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. What a finish to this one.